Among the hundreds of thousands of products used every day in this country, some of them are hazardous. And virtually all of these hazardous materials have to be transported to get from their manufacturer, importer, or distributor to the customer. Each year, over 2 billion tons of hazardous materials are transported in this country. Nearly 1 million individual shipments every day. With all that material on the roads, on the rails, on the waters, and in the air, there are lots of chances for accidents and injuries. In order to help ensure that these shipments are made safely and the environment is protected from damage, special regulations and standards for the transportation of hazardous materials have been developed. Hazardous materials, or HazMat, are specifically regulated by the Federal Department of Transportation, the DOT. HazMat may generally be described as any material that poses an unreasonable risk to health, safety, and property when transported in commerce. Hazardous waste is also a hazardous material. It's regulated by the Environmental Protection Agency. When generators of hazardous waste ship their wastes off-site for treatment, storage, or disposal, the hazardous waste falls under DOT HazMat regulations as well. Anyone who transports, loads, unloads, handles, prepares for shipment, or performs some other function regarding the transportation of hazardous materials and hazardous waste is considered to be a HazMat employee. HazMat employees must be aware of and comply with all applicable HazMat regulations. The DOT regulations for HazMat transportation appear in Title 49 of the Code of Federal Regulations, the CFR, Parts 171 through 185. The regulations state that no hazardous material may be offered for transportation unless it is done in full compliance with the Hazardous Materials Regulations, the HMR. These regulations are legally binding on all HazMat employees, whether they work for the shipper, the carrier, or anyone involved in packaging hazardous materials. The HMR requires that all hazardous materials be identified clearly. There are several methods that are used to identify and communicate hazards, and each will be discussed in more detail.